Right guys, welcome back to another video on a rather windy day. But today, we got the Corsa B back from BM Motorsport. Now, I'm so happy. So, you may remember me saying in the last video, it was getting the clutch replaced and all that. So yeah, it's all been done. Because obviously the clutch was slipping and all the rest of it, because I kind of cheaped out and bought a second-hand clutch. But turns out it actually wasn't the clutch that was at fault, it was the pressure plate. So obviously I had a paddle clutch, the clutch disc, and basically the plate wasn't strong enough to actually clamp, the clamping force wasn't sufficient. So yeah, so I just got a brand spanking new CG Motorsport clutch kit, and yeah, it's good to go now as well. Also, it's got a upgraded rear row bar, I'll show you that. But anyway, enough of waffling. Today's video, we're doing a detailing overhaul on my Corsa B C20LET. So, the leather looks okay, but the plan is, I would like to get it jacked up in the air on 4 axle stands, get all the wheels off, like go underneath the whole car with traffic film remover, clean it, and maybe hand clean various suspension parts and the brakes. The outside also needs a clean too, and especially the interior and engine bay. So this makes a good video because it's really filthy. I only drove it once in the kind of bad weather to get it to BM Motorsport, so, and even just from that one trip, it is absolutely disgusting. But sometimes detailing videos don't do that well on this channel, but we need more content on this B. So yeah, anyway, let's get this thing up in the air and let's crack on. Also, I do apologise, it's actually a little bit windy, and yeah, I'm using my mobile phone again because I cannot for the life of me find my GoPro. I have absolutely no idea where it is. But also, always guys, please, if you do enjoy this video, please get a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Like, even in my absence, this channel's been growing really fast in subscribers and all the rest of it. So yeah, please subscribe, smash that thumbs up button, and let's crack on. Right, so I'll give a wee walk around to try how bad it is. I mean, like, I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see on the paintwork the kind of griminess of like all the salt and things like that. Also, the brakes are disgusting. There's mud. All up the side is just caked in mud. Honestly, guys, it's actually a lot worse. And these wheels are like, I mean, spotless, but yeah, there's dirt everywhere, and it's all brown. Come along the side, it's absolutely disgusting. The interior is filthy too. But yeah, just get a load of that. Everything is just absolutely disgusting. Disgusting! But yeah. Anyway, the engine bay isn't much better, but I'll show you that now. I mean, get a load of this. This car is never dirty. I always keep this car extremely clean, but before it got the clutch done, it was kind of sitting for a while, and it's just grimy. Got a bit of mould on my sun seat, so I will definitely need to clean that. But let's pop the bonnet in. The bonnet's, I mean, the engine bay, sorry, is actually quite grappy. I'll show you, Charlotte. I'll show you. Yeah, it doesn't look bad, but I can assure you, for how clean this thing normally is, it's actually disgusting. Just all kind of grimy and rather dirty down there. You can see all the kind of like oxidization and all that with the salt. Just look at the state of the alloy header tank. Like, it's just grimy. It needs a clean, guys. Anyway, I know I said it before, but let's crack on. Let's get it jacked up in the air, wheels off, and get the power washer out. Right, so to be honest, I've decided I'm probably just going to take the front wheels off, because yeah, just get better access to the front suspension. The back's actually okay. I mean, like, as far as access goes to clean it, it's mainly the front that's the most dirtiest. Obviously, I'm going to do the whole underside of the car, but you know what I mean, I just need the front off. So I mean, boys, it's absolutely disgusting. But I promise you, right, when this is clean, you're going to be impressed. Also, I'm probably going to adjust the suspension ride height too, because I want to get the alignment done too. Anyway, let's go. Right, now that it's had like a contactless wash, if you know what I mean, just with the pre-wash stuff underneath and on top, now we can do a contact wash. I'm also going to see, once I've actually washed the bodywork, I'm going to go over like the brakes and stuff like that with the sponge and the soap, because there's a lot of grime in there that's kind of really got into the paint. Same with the anti-roll bar and suspension bits. I'll go over that by hand too. But even that, it's come out quite well. I mean, look how clean she is. Honestly, this is an extremely clean Corsa. Like, I don't think people realise how clean this thing actually is. Like, structurally wise, like, all the bits that normally rot are mint. Anyway, let's get the bucket out and the soap. Let's hand wash this thing. Right, that's the interior done. Didn't go too mad to be fair, but I mean it is still much cleaner. I did all the kind of door bits and all the door shuts and all that. I don't actually have any dressing for the plastic, so it might look a tad dull, but nonetheless, I think she looks pretty better than what it was. I mean, I don't know if I've got any shampoo, but I might wet vac the seats later on, because I do have a wet vacuum cleaner, so I might do that later on if I can find some shampoo. Off camera, obviously, I'll do that, but anyway. Let's, I think the next job is to lower it, I think, a wee bit. So yeah, let's do the exciting stuff. Let's lower this thing a bit more. Right, so here is the gas coilover now. I don't know if I can do it with two hands, but I mean, obviously it's damper adjustable as well, but I mean, I've already loosened off this bit here, and I can still, should be able to turn this by hand. Yeah, I can turn it by hand, so I am going to do this off camera. Because I mean, this is just it's too awkward to do this by hand. So by hand. Anyway, also there's the anti-roll bar too, which was installed recently by BM Motorsport, which I supplied. Anyway, back in a minute. Right, now I'll show you how I actually make sure it's the same like length each side. So what I do is get some of these kind of gauge things here, stick it like on the bottom thread, and then also just measure the gap, obviously, well, the distance between the bottom one, which once it's locked in place, and obviously the bottom thread, and I'll give you a very close determination on making sure that obviously this is the same on both sides. Anyway, I'll do the other side. I know it's not that much lower, but as I said, I don't want it on its arse, because that's stupid. Anyway, I'll do the other side, and then we'll get the wheel back on and put it down on the ground and see how it looks. Right, actually, before I put the car back down on the ground, I thought I'd show you underneath how clean this car is now that it's actually been cleaned. Oh, there we go. Front cross member is absolutely mint. Also the suspension. Yeah, she's pretty clean. There's next to no rust on it. Anyway, my phone's going to die shortly, so I need to put it on charge. But in the meantime, I'm going to get this car back down the ground and we'll see how she sits. Oh, right, that was a bit of faff, but that's kind of lowered now. It's a weird one. like whenever I had lower cars on this bit of path here, it looks weird sometimes. Like sometimes one side can look higher than the other, but the back's a lot lower now. It's kind of in line with the arch, so it won't scrub. Because I'm sorry, I don't want to be driving along the road like an idiot. It goes. The front, I think I'm going to drive it for like 1,000 miles and let the suspension settle, then reassess the ride height. I mean, it's even on all sides, but I mean, it looks amazing regardless. Definitely much better at the back. Front's a little bit lower, all good. Don't want it too low at the front, because it'll just ruin the ride and just the handling in general. But anyway, that is me done for today. The Corsa now looks amazing. I just need to tighten up the wheels at the front, put that cap back on, and then as I take it for a wee run. Won't film it, can't be bothered. I'll do a separate video on a wee drive video, but yeah, she's looking much better now. I'm so happy to have it back. Absolutely love this car. Can't believe I ever thought about selling it either. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I filmed as much as I can. I'm not looking forward to editing it all because there's like a lot of clips on my phone to edit and put together to make a video for you guys. Yeah, it's been fun though. I mean, it's like I've not actually poured about the car in a while. I can't be bothered, but I mean, if that's some spare time today, the wee one's been at nursery and all that, so makes for some free time. And I don't have the gym till tomorrow, so yeah, it made sense. Next video will potentially be like a reveal video, maybe on my new car, which you've probably seen it anyway in the background, but I'll do a dedicated video anyway. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.